Whether we are talking to a colleague, a friend, or any people around us, communication plays an important role in how we connect to each other. So, is communication very effective, or are those words which play an important or crucial role in getting or having a good communication? Welcome back, my dear friends. In this video, we are going to learn and explore more about communication and how we can boost our communication skills in college, on school, or at any position where we are currently now. So, without any delay, let's go and move towards the points which I have written down that will be really beneficial in helping you to boost your communication skills so that you can break that gap, communication gap between you and your colleagues or other family, friends and members with whom you are facing a very severe communication issue. So without any delay, let's get continued. So the first point which I consider in having a good communication is active listening. Active listening plays a very important role or very major role in communication. Why? Because when a person is saying something, if you're not listening it properly, so do you think you will be able to reply it accordingly? According to me, I don't think so. It will be very helpful because active listening really plays an important role, because if you are not understanding what the front person is saying, so you will not able to answer it accordingly, which leads a communication gap as the understanding between those two people gets break down. So active listening plays a very important role in a good communication. So apart from speaking again and again, just sometimes try to listen that what the front person is trying to say or convince, or what he's trying to make you understand or realize that he, she, it, or is doing something to help you, or what we can say is doing this work to make you realize that I want this, I want that. So be a active listener if you want a good communication with your people around you. Next point which I consider is empathy in communication. What does empathy means? I've written that express empathy with a compassionate tone. For example, let's give an example. Let's talk about empathy. This is about understanding the emotion behind the words. When we communicate with empathy, we acknowledge how the other person is feeling. Sometimes the person may not show anger in his words, but the words which he used to speak show the real meaning that he's angry or he's sad or he's happy. So playing or understanding with empathy is very necessary, especially in communication skills. If you want a good communication skill or communication, then you should be very empathetic, because sometimes some words are there which have a very deep meaning, and you need to you need to get what those words mean to you. If a person is saying something this to that, for example, I wasn't doing this because there was some reasons why I haven't done this. So you need to know that why the person is trying to say this to you, why he is not giving the reasons or lame excuses that I should have done this because I wanted this, I should have done this because I wanted that. So be empathetic always, and especially in communication. Now moving on, the third point which I consider is be clear and concise. Sometimes or most of the times it happens that when we want to deliver any speech or any message to the people in front of us or with whom we are standing in a society, we tend to extend things a bit more. So instead of extending things, be clear, straightforward. If the person is in front, who is standing in front of you, is not able to get that message, you should be very concise. For example, if you have to just give an example of that, how were your school days or how were your college days, you should be very good in communication so that you could easily able to tell them that yeah, these were my positive points, these were my weakness, these were the things which I learned, these are the things which I would suggest to you, so that people next time when they will ask you help, you will also feel confidence and they will also be ready to take help from you, because according to them you will be a good communicator for them. So always be clear and concise, because clarity and conciseness in words and thoughts is very necessary, especially when you are delivering, or especially when you are standing at such a position where you have to deliver a speech to your juniors, or you have to deliver any thought to your juniors. So there the clarity and conciseness comes to action or the scene. Now moving on, we have the fourth point, which is non-verbal communication. See, now for example, I am delivering or recording this video. In this video, I am just not reading out the points, or I am just not telling the points which are necessary in good communication. Rather than I am using my hand gestures, my face expressions, so that the message which I am trying to say to you is very clear, and it should go to the target or the audience to whom I am targeting it. Did you get what I'm trying to do? For example, if a person is standing on the stage and he has to deliver a speech. So if he goes, good morning everyone, my name is this and that, and I do this, I do that, I am working here, I have done my schooling here, from there and there. So that thing becomes very boring and annoying. Rather than, you should take an example from our current Prime Minister, that is PM Modi. When he delivers a speech, he takes a frequent pauses, as well as his hand gestures make the speech interesting. Did you get what I'm trying to say? First time he will use this hand, then after that this hand, then his face expressions, then his what we can say, predictions, or the things where he need to take a good pause. So pause, hand gestures, intonations, tones are very necessary. For example, I am angry with you. This is a normal tone. I am angry with you. You are not telling that you are really angry with him. You are just clarifying that you are angry with him. So tone also plays an important role in expressing our feelings. So a good communication also can be done with these three things. What are those? Tone, intonations, hand gestures, and what we can say, and these things only. Now moving, and one thing which can be a bonus point is that eye contact. See, when you make eye contact with the person who is speaking, that people get engaged in you. For example, if for example, see, it is always told that when you are doing a public speaking or in a GD or in any sort of communication, what we can say, or in any sort of communication, foreplay, or let me guess a word, in a communication scenario. When you are standing in a communication scenario, so you should always maintain a good eye contact with the people with whom you are contact. A good eye contact makes them engage in the communication, which will really benefit you in making your words or thoughts very clear to them, that what you are trying to say and how you can achieve those things. So eye contact also plays an important role in a good communication. And the last I could say is the fifth point, which is knowing your audience. See, if you are not knowing that what you have to say in front of what the people you are going to say, you will always fail in communication. A good communication always require knowledge, prior knowledge, that you are going to speak in front of these people. They are between these age group. These are from this domain. These are practicing these things. These are doing this. For example, you cannot do bhajan kirtan in front of the people or teenagers. Starting 3-4 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, they will be engaged in doing that. But after some time, they will tend to move their mind, or they will easily get distracted. For example, now take a vice versa of that. You went in a party where all the senior citizens are there, above 60s or above 50s. Now, there you cannot talk any shit about people, that we should do this, we should do that to make people happy. They already know that they have passed their life in making people happy, clear, and providing them what the comfort people deserve. So you should be very specific towards the audience, because the speech or the communication or the thoughts which you are going to speak to any person, you should know that what my target audience is, what the age of what are the age group of the audience, what are the particular domain in which I am going to speak, or the domain of which the audience is there. And domain in the sense that people are from science stream or commerce stream, and domain basically means that you should know that these are the particular segment of the society which are very engaged in public speaking. These are the particular society of people which are engaged in entertainment. So your words need to be matched with their domains, because if you are not matching with the domains, then the communication, you cannot even think of a good communication with the person with whom your domains are not matching, because the people will not able to get engaged with you and interact with you. If they are not able to get interacted with you or feel engaged in the thing what you are saying, there is no need of good communication. You will not even in life be able to establish a good communication. So according to me, these were the basic 5 points to boost your communication skills. Now, how you will do this? First of all, is that practice. A very common English word is word not sorry. Uh, Now, how you will be a good communicator? First of all, basic thing is practice. There is a very simple and ever heard quote in English, that is, practice makes a man perfect. We all are not born with perfection, but we can tend to ourselves towards perfection. We can grow ourselves so that the thing where I'm standing right now in the upcoming some years, I should definitely not be there where I am. I should be definitely at the point which is far more where I am standing, and that should be in positive sense. Okay. Then the other thing is that start reading books or be an active listener, because if you are not reading books, you will not have the vocabulary that what you are going to say. If you are not having the words through which you can express your feelings, you cannot even talk to your parents also. So words are very necessary while communicating. So these were some basic points through which you can boost your communication as well as the people around you. You can help them also. I hope this video was very clear, short and concise, because I also sometimes do consider that my video should be short, clear and concise, because the message which I am trying to deliver to the audience should be very specific. I hope you all like the video. If you do, then please like the video and share the channel to the person who is struggling or who wants to boost their communication skills. We will be meeting you in the next video in the next week with another some interesting topic, or the topic which you want me to make video on. You should please comment me down. I'll try to make that video as soon as possible. Thank you so much everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Be motivated and keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.